Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video today, we are going to be looking at all the different forms of content we have had in FC24 so far. We're going to look at the gameplay type of content. I'm not going to be analysing gameplay here. I might do a separate video for that. But obviously the gameplay modes do make up a key part of the content in this game. And yeah, we're just going to take a look into all that we've had so far in this game. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, if you agree, disagree. First place to start, I think the promos. Promos are a pretty big part of Ultimate Team. One thing that I want to say, and I see fairly regularly people complaining, saying they want less promos. I just can't even understand that, honestly. Like, people say, oh, I want less cards, I want to have time to enjoy the cards that I'm using. Using them, no one, let's say we've got triple threat at the moment. If there was a new promo coming out, I think it's the FC Pro one actually linked to the esport, first time they've done that. That's coming out this Friday. No one is making you use the new cards in the new promo. No one's putting a gun to you and saying if you don't use one of the new cards in the new promo, you're screwed. It's not like, generally speaking, the gap between one promo to the next is so big that you're forced to use the new cards, otherwise you can't compete. It's just not like that. Most people are still using some of the great gold cards. Use the cards you want. That is up to you. I don't see that being an issue. And I would much rather there be a bigger variety of content and cards to use than less promo. So I never really understood that argument. But if we just have a look at some of the content we've had so far. Team of the week, fairly meh. They refresh and stuff, but they're still I rarely see informs on any people's team. Icons, I thought the upgrade to icons this year, especially League Chem, that was very good. So that's kind of a promo in itself. Heroes, they've been all right. We'll get to evolutions as a separate thing. The Centurion icons, felt like they were a little bit easier to pack for people, so that was good. But I would have liked to see more playstyle changes on them. Dynamic duos, they've done a few of those, but that's never really a big thing. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God Squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Flashback player, we've had Giroud. They're always exciting. We've not had many so far, but the game's not been out that long. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of these. Apparently, is it Megan? Is that her first name? Rapinoe's coming out as an end of era. I don't know if that'll come into flashback though. The player of the month, honestly, for me so far, has been fairly dead. The cards have been identical, just plus one or twos on stats for the most part. Maybe Garassi got a weak foot upgrade on one of them, but I think that's pretty poor in terms of playing. They don't really do much with that, and they've been really expensive. Pundit pick, we've only had one, but that's a cool little addition. Showdown, again, I would have liked to have seen them on the Showdown, done like a play style update or a week for something like that for the win. Trailblazers, I thought that was a pretty good promo. A lot of good cards in that. Storyline, I mean, we'll get to that, but I think they've been a bit better, but nothing special. Triple threat, pretty weak promo compared to the previous ones. The heroes, not very good. The road to the knockouts, thought they were decent, pretty decent choice in general. We've got the heroes coming actually in about 2 weeks' time. That's not far away, to be honest. I'll get a free hero for that. So the promos in general, I think they've been okay, but again, it tends to just be pack content, pretty poor on that side. Evolutions, I did a big video about this yesterday where I went in depth, so I'm not going to talk massively about that. But just the summary of it pretty much is, in my opinion, evolutions are a cool idea, but for the majority of people who play this game a lot, they're pointless because there's only been one evolution player that I could have upgraded so far that would even get into my first team. And even then, most ones you can do are very expensive, which is quite frustrating, really. I like the idea of evolutions. I think they're just a little bit restrictive at the moment, and EA, of course, are purposely making so you're not going to get cards that are above the power curve, and in turn, yeah, that's just pretty frustrating, really, because it just means ultimately a lot of these cards that you would love to be able to work on and evolve to make them actually good enough to compete, you can't really do that. But I think for casuals, some free good upgrades, people who want to build past and present teams with their favourite club, it's pretty good for that. And I'm hoping that EA expand on it. I think it's been okay so far, but nothing special. The stadium cosmetic stuff, it's whatever. They haven't really changed anything on that in like 3 years. SBCs, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. I think the icon ones have been good. I think the player of the months have been expensive. The ones outside of icons and player of the months, like this one, pretty decent value. She could get to a 91 apparently. No, 90. I've seen people put it as a 91. I don't know why then. But she gets to a 90. Very, very good card. Playstyle's really, really good for a fullback link, strong link to Diane. 150k, not bad considering the fodder we have. There's a lot of just random cards. A lot of the SBCs have not had good enough upgrades, in my opinion. What do you even need to do this one? You need to put an 86 rated player in. Blooming heck. It's basically an 86 and all 82s, I'd imagine. But even if you, I think you'd have to get two 85s minimum to make that worth it. I wouldn't do that SBC. If it was an 85 rated card you had to put in, I'd maybe do it, but good chance you don't get anything from that. I guess it's a chance to gamble though, and maybe you do get lucky on it. Giroud, a lot of these SBCs, they're just okay. I think there's been a lot of SBCs. I don't mind that. More content's good for me. You're not forced to doing these SBCs. Should probably do his loan. Yeah, in general, I think it's not been too bad. I think they could give us slightly better SBCs in terms of how would I word it, that they get a few new play styles, a few new stuff, but I don't think it's been bad. I don't think it's been great. The objectives, the seasons. First season was very good in my opinion compared to previous ones. One of the best we've ever seen. It probably the best season we've seen early on from an EA game. The objectives a lot better than previously. Actually, it's a lot easier to level up in the season. The objective players fairly rubbish. This Madison's probably the best we've had, and he's not that great. He's pretty good, but nothing special. We've had Palacios. Damian wasn't bad. I'm struggling to name some of the others. Wilson, like I don't think they've been particularly great. They're okay fodder. They've not been too bad a grind. The seasonal stuff. This is a very easy way to get a few more packs. Bit of XP. The milestones alright. I'd like to see them refresh these every season, but doesn't look like that's something EA are interested in. In general, though, I think it's been fairly good. I don't know why it says play any 10 matches with any in progress evolution. This must be bugged because I played like 40 with what you call it, Marcus Llorente. I don't know what's happened there. Is there a new squad foundations here? 85. Not a bad looking card, to be honest. Can I be bothered to do that? 2 players. Probably not for an 85 at this point with the amount of fodder I got. But the objective season milestones, not bad. The store packs, I think that's awful content. I think EA have been absolutely trying to milk us there. The gameplay, I think squad battles, really good now. It's only 4-minute halves. That's made it a lot better to grind stuff. Co-op, it's okay, but I'd like to see him doing champs. Moments, it's alright. That's about as much I can say for that. You can get a few extra rewards in there. Rivals is just dead, to be honest. It's one of the better rewards you can get. But once you've played 7 games and you're in the division that maybe is where you belong, just what's the point, really? There's not much to do during this week online. You can't really play draft because it costs and you lose coins. Rivals is just a little bit pointless, really, in my opinion. It's a bit sad, to be honest. Champs at 20 games. I think the gameplay is pretty awful in it. The rewards are better than last year, but the pack weight's still bad. I think champs is what it is. Friendlies, I think they should be doing a lot more tournaments in here that are actually fun. Draft, they should be. I think they've got icon stuff in now. They should be having them from the start. Draft's okay, but you should be able to do draft and not lose coins. Like a guarantee that you make coins if you win, and that's pretty obvious. But for me, the content so far, it's been okay. I think there's been some weeks that have been good. I think it's been a bit slow in other areas. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate your thoughts as always on the channel. I always try to be honest about what I'm thinking. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.